morning and welcome to Rose Red Homestead. Today we're going to be dealing with some of our garden produce, namely tomatoes. We have a lot of tomatoes that are ripening right now, and over the next few weeks we're going to be pretty inundated with more than Jim and I can eat fresh. So I am looking for some good ideas to use tomatoes in our day-to-day meals that does not require canning. And so today we're going to do a sheet pan garden pasta sauce, and the garden means that I've pulled some of the ingredients from the garden. And I just happened to see this idea as I was perusing through the internet looking for ideas for videos, and I thought it was really a great idea. Now, I am not going to give you a specific recipe because the amount of tomatoes that I'm going to use is going to vary every single time I make this, but it is going to stay fresh. Well, it's going to be sheet pan. And so once I get the finished product done, I'm not going to can it. I'm going to keep it in the refrigerator. And therefore, it is a little bit easier to deal with. We're not going to have enough tomatoes that I can make a huge batch of anything. Just a trickle like these coming in every few days. And I'll see. Maybe I'll be surprised. So what I'm going to do first is to take this sheet pan, and I've got my oven preheating too. I'm going to use 425. A couple of the other recipes that I checked with use 450, but you know, my oven runs a little bit hot, and so I'm just going to use 425. And my choice of vegetables is what I have in my refrigerator, and I'm going to be making an Italian flavored tomato sauce. I'm calling it a pasta sauce, and I'm just putting olive oil on the bottom here. We're going to put a lot more olive oil on in just a minute. So first of all, what I'm going to do is do these garlic. So I have this little garlic skin remover roller thing. It sometimes works well when I put multiples in, but not this time. So I'll try again. There, okay, so it broke the skin. I can easily peel it off. And so I'm just going to toss that one on there. So I'm going to get some garlic. I probably will put maybe 3. Next, I'm going to put some onion slices on. This is a huge onion. I'm not going to use this whole thing. I'm going to use about half of it. And, wow, those skins are tough.
Either that or a dull knife.
My knife is pretty sharp, though. At least I think it is. I'm putting half of it in this little bag that I love these bags, and it's going in the refrigerator. And the other half and they're just going here. So I have a couple of peeled carrots, washed, and I'm just going to scatter them around. And then the tomatoes. All of these tomatoes are from our garden, and they have been washed. All of these are from the slice that I started in January. And they are from the 4 tomato plants that are out in our greenhouse. So I will come back when the tray is loaded and let you know what we're going to do next. All right, here comes the fun part. So everything is sliced in on here, and I think I like the balance of things. I'm okay with what we've got. So I'm going to take a little bit of olive oil in a small stream. Well, I need a better way of doing this. Totaling about, I don't know, 3 tablespoons maybe. Okay, then, oh, got my hands dirty. Now we're going to do pepper. And salt. Now we have some Italian seasoning. We're going to do a liberal Italian seasoning. And a few pinches of, well, not a few. Actually, I'm going to sprinkle. Just a touch. Now we're going to get in here with our hands and just turn everything and get it all mixed together. Okay, that's pretty well, tomatoes are pretty well slathered now. And make sure that all of the tomatoes are cut side down. So here are our raw garden ingredients. And we're going to put these in the oven for probably about a half an hour at 425. The vegetables all need to be soft. The tomatoes need to be completely collapsed. And so we will bring you back when they are ready to go to the next step. We are back. These were in for about 40 minutes. They look just great. Now at this point in time, you can decide whether you're going to make it smooth or chunky. And if you wish, you can pull the skins right off these tomatoes. Some come off, oh, there's one that comes off easier than others. But I think the tomato skins will be just fine. So I'm going to leave everything in, but that would be entirely up to you. So I'm just going to lift these up into the food processor. And we'll see what we get. I just asked Jim whether he wants it smooth or chunky, and he said that he would like to have it a little bit chunky. We have plenty of liquid that we can add if needed. That has a lot of flavor in it. So I'm wanting to add the liquid as much as possible. So let's see what we've got. There we go. It is chunky.
Kind of like salsa.
Yeah.
I like chunky salsa.
And because this is so thick, I am going to add just a little bit of liquid to this one. So we'll see how that does. It's still chunky.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So I'm going to stir it together. It looks like we have just a little bit over a quart. Well, the carrots are pretty chunky, but that would be fine. All right, taste test. It's amazingly sweet. I think that's the carrots. It's fantastic. Jim, do you think it needs to be thinned down, or is this about right?
Oh, that looks fine.
I think it is fine too.
Looks like it would go real well on spaghetti.
Yes. I think it is wonderful. Do you want a little taste, Jim?
Sure.
So, what did you think?
I thought it was very good. The pepper flakes, the sweetness of the carrots, the tomato, it was very nice.
Those are our homegrown tomatoes. Is that just
That
fabulous?
is fantastic.
All right, so this is what we are going to do. We're just going to put it right into this quart jar. We'll have some overflow.
Looks like about a pint, maybe more. Oh, I was way off on that.
No, that's okay. Okay. And these are going to go in the refrigerator once they've cooled down. And then we are going to come back in, a day or two when I'm ready to use these for a meal. And we will make some spaghetti, and we will try this sauce over the spaghetti and give you both a Jim and Pam taste test on how the sauce does when we actually put it over pasta. I just love it.
Yes.
So we have enough here for a couple of meals.
At least.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll be back in a day or two to give you the taste test over pasta. All right, we are back. It has been 4 days since we made this sheet pan pasta sauce. Now you may remember that we filled a quart jar plus about half of a pint jar for a total of 5 cups. We have about 2.5 cups left in here, so we've used half of it. So this is going to make 2 meals for us. This will go back in the fridge and we'll have some more for a few days. We can also freeze this if we chose to do so. So that's another option, which is a good option for us. So I have this spaghetti all ready to go. You have your, see, I'll just lift it over there. Tell me when.
That's fine.
Okay? All right. And then I just, I'd like to show this to you. So the spaghetti sauce is in there, and I dropped about, a dozen little Costco meatballs in there as well. So that's all hot and ready to go. So there's Jim's, and here is mine.
Those meatballs look very nice.
So here's what it looks like all plated. Would you care for some Parmesan Romano?
Absolutely.
I have a spoon.
Okay, then I guess we'll use that spoon.
It really smells good.
It does, yes, it does.
Okay. Now for the big taste
Yes.
test. So I'm pretty excited about this actually. I just harvested about another 20 tomatoes this morning, so
I think my fine motor skills are going to pot. It's kind of a sweet sauce. It's very nice.
we noticed that it was sweet when we tasted it the other day when we made it.
Oh, I forgot.
And we thought maybe it was the carrots.
Yeah.
But it could also be the tomatoes.
Sure.
So, well, I think this is wonderful. I got a little bite of the meatball along with the spaghetti and the sauce, and it just tastes fabulous. So I'm sold on this.
It does.
I think we'll be doing several more batches of this as our tomatoes are harvested.
See if I can still have fine motor skills here. I'm getting better at it.
So you like it then?
Mm-hmm.
I think it has really good taste. It's thick and nice, and one of the things that I really like about it is that it doesn't separate. You know, sometimes homemade spaghetti sauce in particular, or homemade pasta sauce, separates the water, the liquid, from the solid part. And this is not doing that, so I'm very pleased about that. So I think we have a success.
Sounds like that, and looks like that, it tastes like that too.
Well, and every time I make it, it's going to taste a little bit different. I won't be following a recipe. It just all depends on how many tomatoes there are. I'll balance that with the onions and the garlic, and then we'll just kind of go from there. And so it will be open a jar, take your chances.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
So thank you so much for being with us. We appreciate our community so very much. And we hope that you try this. I think it's a great way to use homegrown tomatoes into such a lovely, lovely meal. So we will see you very soon for more videos.
Take care, we'll see you later.